So a couple of episodes ago we were talking about the damage that had been caused on the plot and the general maintenance that we needed to get done. One of them was that panel, that glass panel there that had bust out, as you can see there. So Mick, God bless his soul, Magical Mick Derbyshire from Old Mac Darby's farm, which is just over there, has left a piece of glass in that greenhouse for us. I asked him if he had any spare, could he lend us one or give us one, and he has. So I've just replaced it in there. So yeah, that's all fitted in now, and that's all that was needed. That greenhouse now is fine. It's got a couple of cracks knocking about, but nothing major that will need to be done this year. That's all right now. I'm going to clear all that out and then give it the old J's fluid inside and disinfect everything, and it should be ready for this year. But I'll not need to do that. Well, I need to get it done in the next 6 weeks, if you like, but it's not a major urgent thing. At least that then is more protected if we do get some strong winds and gales. So yeah, that's done. I've got to get the felting onto this, because on one side of it the felt's come off the roof. You can see that. So that's going to have to be felted. I've got a roll of felt there, just leaning on that water butt there, see. That's going to be used on there, but I need to get some of these wallop nails to put it on with. I was going to replace that, but we're going to try and get another couple of years out of it, because we're skint. Everybody at the moment's going to be stuck for money, aren't they? We certainly are at the moment. Poor as a mouse. Let's see what we need to do here. So this needs to be sorted out. We need to get the potatoes in there in the next couple of weeks, so I'm going to have to sort that bed out. We have heard from my sister, she's got a contact for us to get another one of these trampoline frames. So I'm going to have to measure what that one is, and then see about see about getting the other trampoline. If that's like an 8-footer and the other trampoline's an 8-footer, then we'll be okay to get another one of those trampoline frames, the hoops, because you need 4 hoops to create one of these beds, to create one of these hoop tents, and it's going to be a netted hoop tent. So we're going to bring forward the width, expand the width from 6 foot to 8 foot, and then get in the 2 proper hoops, the trampoline frame hoops, and that way I can have a walking one in the same way that Mick's is here. Mick's got the walking frames here, walking trampoline hoop tents for the brassicas, and that'll be all the way along there. That'll be like a sort of 16 foot or 15, or just over 15 actually, feet by 8 feet covered brassica tent, and that'll keep the cabbage whites off and the pigeons from our brassica plants. So again, I've got around about 4 weeks to get that done before we're going to be ready for planting out with the brassicas. So that's a step that we've got to do. Bit of an update. There's the DEA there, got a chopper in the air, wake up screaming like I'm back over there, name the artist and song. So we've got these here, which are our onion and garlic beds. Hang on, I'll just cut it off while that flaming helicopter goes over. Now I won't show you it, but there's a Tweety bird. There's a bird that's been got by a cat. I know it was a cat because I've just moved some poo off from here. The cat had been using this as a bit of a toilet, and it's attacked a bird and bit off its head, boys and girls. Never been a big fan of cats, to be honest with you, but nothing particularly against them. I just think that sometimes they can be quite a cruel swine, a cat. But there you go. So there's our garlic. That's doing all right. Got the onions over there, the feathered beds. Look at the feathers all over. It's just a bird. It's not even eating anything of the bird, if you like. It's not been hunting for its dinner. It's just bit its head off. Swine. Right, anyway, there you go. I don't want to depress everybody with that, but the beds now are going to be getting opened up. The wind's had a go at that and blown off some of this cardboard that we put on, even though we weighted it down. But this is going to be for the potatoes. We're going to get potatoes in this one. We're going to cover that up with a hoop tent and have that for brassicas. That's a 6 foot by 4 foot bed. The same is going to be going on down here, because that's a fresh bed. Now in this one, the reason that this is a potato bed is because we've had club root issues in there, but what I'm going to do is with this one, this is kind of a fresh bed that we put in. That's going to have brassicas in as well. We're probably going to have broccoli in this bed, but I'm going to lime the soil as best we can in the planting stations, and again we'll have a hooped tent over the top of it to keep the pigeons and the cabbage whites off it, cabbage white butterflies off it. Yet to decide what I'm going to do with this area, but it definitely wants something doing with it. Oh, sorry about the wind. So yeah, there's lots of stuff to do. I'm going to be painting this next week, weather permitting. Get this done. The cheeky hut. These are coming out. I'm going to sort out these beds over the next couple of weeks. This is looking okay now. I had a root through and didn't find any more cutworms, but I'll be giving it another bit of a hoeing over, bit of a once over, just to see if there are any cutworms. The cutworms obviously live about 2 inches below ground level, curl up, and that's where the little nests are. And then at night, when you're planting up your brassicas, they'll come out of the night and chomp around the stems, and then you'll have no brassicas. So we're going to have to make sure that there's none in there. The owl moth, nocturnal owl moth larvae, the cutworms, so we'll get rid of them. Yeah. What else do we need to do, guys? Oh yeah, these ends. I keep forgetting to bring down my saw and my drill and fix these ends. We're going to fix the ends on the beds. Right, so let's take a look and see how our seedlings are going on that we've started. And they're coming through nice. So the Parish silver skin onions that were just poking their noses through last week are coming through all right this week, aren't they? So they've been in there for about 3 weeks. They were sown about 3 weeks ago, those ones. And the leeks at the back there, the Jolant. Not much show yet on the blue Silice leeks at the back, but there's time for them yet. I might rotate them actually and bring them a bit more forward so they're getting a bit more light. In fact, I'll do that. There we go, rotated. That'll get a bit more light there at the front. The broad beans, the Bunyard's Exhibition broad beans are coming through okay. Now these bigger ones, these sort of like 4-inch pots, they had 2 per pot, and they've all come through, all 6. And then each one of these, apart from that end one for some reason, that's not burst through. But we've got another 9 there, broad beans. So altogether we've got, what, 15 broad beans, which probably work out all right when we plant them up. These are coming through now as well. Cauliflower, Zaragoza F1 cauliflowers. They're a nice club root resistant variety. Early onward peas. Got some more peas as well over here in this. And they're all bursting through. I might put them actually in the tray. In fact, I will do. I'll take them and put them in the tray. These one-handed, taking a big risk here, guys. Hey, for the cause. Smashing my head in on this frame as well. Riveting TV. There you go. We'll get that in there. Now this I left open all week by mistake really, and they don't seem to have suffered too much from the cold weather that we've had this last week, because they're inside this trampoline framed polytunnel, cheeky tunnel number 1. But putting them inside here as well will help, but obviously I don't really want to leave it open, or not open as much as that. So I'll just alright, there we go, that's a bit better. I might actually put it down altogether, because it's down for being chilly this week. Not down for a frost, but it's down for being chilly. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll put that down altogether. Well, this is the beauty of this system really. You can sort of, sorry about the camera work there, you can kind of contain it more, open it up, let more air in, open it up all the way fully, and then you're getting the full lighting. But yeah, we're not past our frost date by any means at the moment. I mean, we're not exactly out of our frost date for another, what, 8 weeks, to be fair. January, February, March, April, May. Now we're at the sort of second week of May now, of March. So yeah, we've got about 7 or 8 weeks yet. Sort of mid-May really. Some used to say don't give a clout until May is out, but that's being a bit overly cautious. But you never know. You've got to be careful of them frosts, especially with your potatoes and stuff. Now I'm going to be collecting some more of those molehills. So the next episode you'll see me putting the spuds into the molehill growing medium. The molehill topsoil. And that's all we're going to be using. I'm just going to see how it goes with that. I'll try 3 like that. The rest of the molehills are going to be going out onto the plots as topping up soil. I've also got a couple more compost bags off Ken. I can see them behind. I've got 2 more of those compost bags off Ken. They're only a 5 for 60 litres, which isn't bad. It's decent stuff. So we're going to be starting some more seedlings off this week as well. So take care of yourselves and each other. God bless you. Keep growing with your heads down, and like it says up there, keep growing with your heads down. And remember, we love you all. You've been beautiful, fantastic, fragrant if you're a lady. You've been masculine, forthright and virile if you're a gentleman. And if you've been something in between, you've been something in between. And we love you all. Tatty bye, brothers and sisters of the soil. Ta-ra now.